All right, welcome everybody to Faith. We are glad that you are here for our Lutheran Schools of Lincoln Spelling Bee. If it's your first time on our campus, welcome. This is our worship area as well as our gym. Some of you may have noticed there's a pile of rocks outside in that field area. That's because this spring, going into summer, we will be breaking ground out there, and where those rocks are located is the altar area for our new sanctuary that we're going to be building over the course of the next year. So welcome to Faith. If I didn't catch you as you walked in, there are restrooms and a drinking fountain just outside those doors and down the hallway, men's and women's restrooms. We are excited. Are y'all excited? Yeah, you guys are all excited. I asked them if they were excited, and they're like, maybe. Okay, are you nervous? Yes, they were all definitely nervous. But these are the second and third grade spellers from all four of the Lutheran Schools of Lincoln. We had 3 qualifiers from each school that are with us today. And yes, I'm going to yell at Mr. LaRue back there because apparently we have a substitute for Christ that I was not informed of. So poor Dietrich doesn't have a name tag. We don't have his certificate yet, so we'll get all of that for him. But I told him I would not make him wear Elizabeth's name tag. So there you go. I told him it was all Mr. LaRue's fault. There you go. Yes, I totally threw him under the bus. Right, Dietrich? All right, so these are our second and third grade spellers. I did a random draw before they arrived today, so they had their places already established. And I'm going to introduce them to you real quick. So when I say your name, if you would just stand where you're at, go ahead, and we're going to start with Avery, who is from Faith. And then next we have Jace. You can stay standing. We'll just recognize y'all. Avery, stay standing. We have Jace. Jace is here from Trinity. We have Zach. Zach is from Messiah. We have Dietrich, who is here from Christ. We have Ella, who is from Trinity. We have Campbell, who is from Messiah. We have Jordan, who is from Christ. We have Sam, who is from Faith. We have Kaysen from Messiah. We have Shiloh from Faith. We have Emily from Trinity. Did I say it correctly? Nope, tell me how to say it. Imani, we have Imani from Trinity. And we have Mackenzie from Christ. Let's give them all a hand. And I forgot to come get your trash. I'll take your trash. I forgot I said I'd come get your trash. I told them I'd come get their trash, and then I forgot to get their trash, so. All right, so all of you won or finished in the top 3 at your schools, so you are familiar with how the spelling bee runs. As a reminder for all of us and for everybody else, when it's your turn, I already talked you guys through this, you will come up to our microphone, adjust it as needed. It won't move a whole lot. That's why we have the 2 steps. We may need to pull it down a little bit. We'll see. I will say the word. I will use it in a sentence. And then I will say it one more time. You guys then need to say the word, spell it, and say it again. You may ask me to repeat the word. You may ask me for a definition of the word. You may ask me for the language of origin if you think it will help you. You can ask what part of speech it is if you think that will help. If you start to spell the word and you think maybe you've made a mistake, you can stop. You can say, may I start over? And you can start over, and you can change the order of letters if you decide to, okay? But once you say that word at the end, then that's going to be the spelling we go with. After they spell the word, we will let them know immediately if it is correct or incorrect. But they will return to their seats because we'll get through a round, and then we'll congratulate everybody that had a misspelling. We'll thank you, and everybody would leave at the same time, okay? Anything I'm forgetting? When we get to the championship, our goal is to end up with the top 3 spellers. As we go through, I'll give you directions. As we start to have people that fall out, then I'll let you know when we get to that point what happens, okay? All right, let's start with a word of prayer. Gracious Lord, Heavenly Father, what a blessing it is that we are able to come together as the Lutheran Schools of Lincoln and celebrate all of the learning that happens on each of our campuses. Lord, you have gifted each of these children with so many talents and abilities. Some of the children in our schools are great athletes. Some are excellent readers. Some are mathematicians. And today we get to celebrate our spellers. We thank you, Lord, for the gifts and talents that you bless all of your children with. We ask that you would help us to enjoy this time together today, that you would calm any nerves. And most of all, Lord, we give thanks and glory to you. And all God's children said? Amen. All right. I think we are going to get ready to start. Our judges today for the first one, we have Mrs. List and Mrs. Smith. They are both teachers here at our school. And so, well, some of them, they're better spellers than some of our teachers. We have different varying abilities in each of our people, so. All right, Mr. Avery, you're up first. Are you ready? All right. So we'll go through the entire round. Everybody will have a word, and then we'll see where we are at the end of round one. All right. Avery, your first word is shelf. Paul picked up the books scattered on the floor of his room and put them neatly back on the shelf. Shelf.
Shelf. C-H-E-L-F. Shelf.
I'm sorry, Avery, that's incorrect. Shelf is S-H-E-L-F.
I knew it.
Go ahead and have a seat back up here. Those blends can be tricky. All right, up next, we have Jace from Trinity. Come on up, Jace. Jace, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. So listen carefully, okay? Your word is scars. Brianna had scars on her knees from falling off her bike onto a gravel road. Scars.
Scars. S-C-A-R-S. Scars.
Thanks, Jace. Zach from Messiah, come on up. Zach, your word is trash. Lisa looked through the pile to see what was worth saving, but it was mainly just trash. Trash.
Trash. T-R-A-S-H. Trash.
Thank you. Up next, we have Dietrich from Christ. Dietrich, your word is chores.
Chores.
Let me say my sentence. You gotta wait for my part. Lydia's chores included taking out the garbage, scooping the cat litter, and watering the houseplants. Chores.
Chores. C-H-O-R-S. Chores.
Sorry, Dietrich, that's incorrect. Chores is C-H-O-R-E-S. That silent E gotcha. All right, up next we have Ella from Trinity. Ella, your word has a homonym, or it could be confused with another word, okay? Your word is speck. By the time Ming was done cleaning, there wasn't a speck of dirt left in the house. Speck.
Speck. S-P-E-C-K. Speck.
Thank you very much, Ella. Next, we have Campbell from Messiah. Campbell, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is sorry. Heidi was sorry to see her brother go off to college. Sorry.
Sorry. S-O-R-R-Y. Sorry.
Thank you very much, Campbell. Sorry. Up next, we have Jordan from Christ. Jordan, your word is phone. Tonio's mother will phone his dentist to set up an appointment. Phone.
Phone. Phone. Phone.
Thank you very much. Up next, we have Sam from Faith. Sam, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is roots. Tiana carefully dug around the roots of the flower in order to move it to another part of the garden. Roots.
Roots. Roots. Roots.
Thanks, Sam. Up next, we have Kaysen from Messiah. Kaysen, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Just tilt the microphone. Oh, there you go. Kaysen, your word is files. When the family computer broke, Nehemiah had lost a lot of his files that he had made. Files.
Files. Files. Files.
Thank you, Kaysen. Up next, we have Shiloh from Faith. Shiloh, your word is clash. Mom says the colors in Harry's pink, red, and orange outfit clash, but he's wearing the outfit anyway because it makes him feel confident. Clash.
Class. Clash. Clash. Clash.
Thank you, Shiloh. Amani from Trinity. Amani, your word is forget. As soon as Jet finished his first airplane ride, he said he would never forget it for the rest of his life. Forget.
Forget. Forget. Forget.
Thank you, Amani. And to conclude our round, we have Mackenzie from Christ. Mackenzie, your word is greeting. Hortense air-kissed her niece once on each cheek in the traditional Parisian greeting. Greeting.
Greeting. Greeting. Greeting.
Thank you, Mackenzie. That concludes round one. At the end of round one, we are going to congratulate Avery and Dietrich for their work today. Thank you both very much. All right, Jace, that means we start round two with you. You now become speller number one. You're up. Jace, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is curly. Sydney piled her curly hair on top of her head so that it resembled a halo of ringlets. Curly.
Curly. Curly. Curly.
Thanks, Jace. Zach. Zach, your word is rare. Misty has a rare talent for ballet dancing. Rare.
Rare. Rare. Rare.
All right, Ella. Ella, your word is growling. When Mariel's belly is growling, she heads to the kitchen to grab a snack. Growling.
Growling. Growling. Growling.
Campbell. Campbell, your word is fudge. The accountant refused to fudge the numbers so that his client could pay lower taxes. Fudge.
Fudge. Fudge.
Fudge.
Up next, we have Jordan. Jordan, your word is everyone. Since the planet belongs to everyone, the teacher said, it was everyone's responsibility to care for it. Everyone.
Everyone. Everyone. Everyone.
Thanks, Jordan. Sam. Sam, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is model. For her social studies assignment, Hannah made a model of the White House out of modeling clay. Model.
Model.
MODLE.
Model.
That's incorrect, Sam. That E and L. The correct spelling is MODEL. All right, Kason. Kason, your word is heavy. Charlotte's backpack was so heavy, she was certain she would tip over backwards. Heavy.
Heavy. Heavy. Heavy.
Thank you, Kason. Shiloh. Shiloh, your word is during. Oh, sorry, it has a homonym or could be confused with another word, so listen carefully. During. Jin was only late for class once during the school year. During.
During. DURING. During.
Up next, we have Amani. Amani, your word is damaged. The fender bender damaged Mari's car, but it was still safe to drive. Damaged.
Damaged. DAMAGED. Damaged.
That's incorrect. Damaged is DAMAGED. And Mackenzie. Mackenzie, this word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is quiet. Hetty and Luke were quiet while Mom was on the phone. Quiet.
Quiet. QUIET. Quiet.
All right, at the end of round 2, we want to congratulate Sam and Imani for their hard work today. All right, we'll begin round 3. Jace, you're up. Jace, your word is landline. Jolie marveled that her grandparents still had a landline in addition to their cell phones. Landline.
Landline. LANDLINE. Landline.
All right, Zach. Zach, your word is upbeat. The students came away from the pep rally in an upbeat mode.
Upbeat. UPBEAT. Upbeat.
Okay. Now we have Ella. Ella, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is tingle. Ellie felt her foot tingle and knew it had fallen asleep. Tingle.
Tingle. TINGLE. Tingle.
All right, next we have Campbell. Campbell, your word is awesome. Jody thought that the singer's latest release was awesome. Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right, Kason. Oh, sorry, Jordan. I skipped you. I didn't mean to. I knew you were next. I'm trying to look at the list. I should just look at your faces. All right, your word, Jordan, is discarded. Anaya discarded the leftovers in the fridge that were growing fuzz. Discarded.
Discarded. Discarded. Discarded.
Thanks, Jordan. All right, Kason, you're up. Kason, your word is railings. Fans pressed against the railings to try and get an autograph from the rock star. Railings.
Railings. R-A-I-L-I-N-G-S. Railings.
Thanks, Kason. Shiloh. Shiloh, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is overseas. Remy loved his semester overseas, but he was thrilled to come home. Overseas.
Overseas. Overseas. Overseas.
All right, Ann Mackenzie. Mackenzie, your word is gloomy. Elena knows to steer clear of her brother when he is in one of his gloomy moods. Gloomy.
Gloomy. Gloomy. Gloomy.
Nice job. At the end of round 3, everybody continues. Let's give them a hand. All right, Jace. Jace, your word is slather. JC was so sensitive to the sun that she had to slather sunscreen on every inch of exposed skin. Slather.
Slather. S-L-A-T-H-E-R. Slather.
Zach. Zach, your word is archers. Longbow archers were crucial to Henry V's victory in the Battle of Agincourt.
Archers. A-R-C-H-E-R-S. Archers.
Nice job. Up next, we have Ella. Ella, your word has a homonym, or it could be confused with another word. Your word is murals. The students decided to spruce up the outside of the school with a series of murals. Murals.
Murals. M-I-R-R-L-E-S.
That's incorrect. Murals is M-U-R-A-L-S. Go ahead and have a seat. Campbell. Campbell, your word is decide. Jerry and Joni usually decide what dessert they want before they think about their entrees. Decide.
Decide. D-E-S-I-E-D. Decide.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling of decide is D-E-C-I-D-E. Nice job, Campbell. Go ahead and have a seat. Jordan. Jordan, your word is adorable. Jamela and the dog had different opinions about whether it was adorable to put the sombrero on the dog. Adorable.
Adorable. Adorable. Adorable.
Thanks, Jordan. Kaysen. Kaysen, your word is probably. Malika's mom checked her phone and said the bus would probably be there in a minute or two. Probably.
Probably. P-R-O-B-A. Can I start over?
You may.
Probably. P-R-O-B-A-B-L-Y. Probably.
Thank you, Kaysen. Shiloh. Shiloh, your word has a homonym, or it could be confused with another word. Your word is beyond. Ms. Morris made sure to give her students work that is neither too easy nor beyond their abilities. Beyond.
Beyond. B-E-O-N-E-D. Beyond.
That's incorrect. Beyond is B-E-Y-O-N-D. Mackenzie. Mackenzie, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is bruise. Benjamin banged his arm on the table, causing a large bruise. Bruise.
Bruise. B-R-U-I-S-E. Bruise.
All right, at the end of that round, we want to congratulate and thank Ella and Campbell and Shiloh for their work today. All right, Jace, next round. Jace, your word is actually. Everyone thought she was lying, but it turned out Maddie actually was related to a famous basketball player. Actually.
Actually. A-C-T-U-A-L-L-Y. Actually.
Thanks, Jace. All right, Zach. Zach, your word is donkeys. Donkeys are slower than horses, but are more sure-footed in rough terrain. Donkeys.
Donkeys. D-O-N-K-E-Y-S. Donkeys.
All right, next up we have Jordan. Jordan, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is orca. The orca is found in all oceans from the Arctic and Antarctic regions to tropical areas. Orca.
Orca. O-R-C-A. Orca.
Thanks, Jordan. Kaysen. Kaysen, your word is python. Marcella feeds his pet ball python, Izzy, one frozen mouse each week. Python.
Python. P-Y-T-H-O-N. Python.
Okay, thanks, Kaysen. And Mackenzie. Mackenzie, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is squinched. Luca squinched up his face as Mom pulled the splinter out of his foot with tweezers. Squinched.
Squinched. S-Q-U-I-N-C-H-E-D. Squinched.
Thank you very much. Let's give him a hand. Everybody continues. All right, Jace, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is wrestle. Kiana and Arusha often wrestle on the living room floor, even though their mom tells them not to. Wrestle.
Wrestle. R-E-S-S-L-E. Wrestle.
That's incorrect. Wrestle is W-R-E-S-T-L-E. It's got some of those silent letters in there. All right, Zach, you're up. Zach, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is ceiling. The ceiling of Danielle's room is covered with glow-in-the-dark stars. Ceiling.
Ceiling. C-E-I-L-I-N-G. Ceiling.
Jordan. Jordan, your word is container. I'll change the name. The sentence has Jordan in it. You want me to use your name? Jordan's meal delivery shipment was packed in a specially lined container. Container.
Container. C-O-N-T-A-I-N-E-R. Container.
Kason. Kason, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is oftentimes. When the weather is nice, Maria oftentimes takes her book out to the hammock to read. Oftentimes.
Oftentimes. O-F-E-N-T-I-M-E-S. Oftentimes.
That's incorrect. Oftentimes has one of those silent letters. It's O-F-T-E-N-T-I-M-E-S. Mackenzie, your word is reservation. Matthias called the restaurant ahead of time to ask about a reservation before heading out. Reservation.
Reservation. R-E-S-E-R-V-A-T-I-O-N. Reservation.
Thank you, Mackenzie. At the end of that round, we want to congratulate Jace and Kason for all their hard work. We are down to our final 3 spellers. How you guys doing? Are you ready to keep going? All right, Zach, you are up first. Let me get to the right page. Zach, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is brooding. Jackson sat in his room brooding over his grade on the math test. Brooding.
Brooding or broody?
Brooding.
Brooding. B-R-O-O-D. Can I respell the word?
You may.
Brooding. B-R-O-O-D-I-N-G. Brooding.
That's correct. Jordan. Jordan, your word is feisty. The feisty little terrier would play fetch for hours. Feisty.
Feisty. F-E-I-S-T-Y. Feisty.
And Mackenzie, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is embossed. The leather saddle was embossed with images of cactus roses. Embossed.
Embossed. E-M-B-O
embossed.
That is correct. All three continue on. Zach, you're up. Zach, your word is unacknowledged. Gina felt herself to be unacknowledged as the leader of the group. Unacknowledged.
Unacknowledged. UNACKNOWLEDGED. Acknowledge. Unacknowledged.
That is correct. Jordan, your word is acrid. The acrid sulfur fumes made Gus's eyes water. Acrid.
Acrid. ACTRID. Acrid.
That's incorrect. Acrid is ACRID. You add an extra letter. Mackenzie? Mackenzie, your word is churned. Winnie's stomach churned after eating 3 corn dogs and then going on the looping roller coaster. Churned.
Churned. CHURNED. Churned.
That is correct. At the end of that round, we want to thank Jordan. Come here, Jordan. We have these medals for the top 3. You did finish 3rd place, so you get the bronze medal. You can go ahead and put that on and go sit with your family, and we'll do pictures and everything at the end. We are down to our final 2 spellers. So this is how it works now that we're down to the final 2. We start a new round, and it will start with Zach. If in this round you both spell your word correctly, we'll go on to a new round. If you both misspell your word, we start a new round and you both continue. If one of you spells your word correctly and the other person misspells their word, you'll stay here, but the one that spelled it correctly would have to spell one more word correctly. That would be your championship word. So you gotta spell 2 words correctly to be declared the winner, even if the other person misspells, okay? So as we go through this, I'll keep giving updates so you know where we're at. All right, Zach, you're up. Zach, your word is exhilaration. Nothing could match the exhilaration Sebastian felt when zooming down a mountain on skis. Exhilaration.
Exhilaration. EX Z I L E R T I O N. Exhilaration.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is EXHILARATION. So have a seat. Mackenzie, you are up. If you spell your word correctly, you would still have to spell one more word before you're officially the champion, okay? So we'll finish out this round first. Your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is tenets. One of the tenets of Joey's philosophy is that people are inherently good, but dogs are better. The word is tenets.
Can you repeat the word?
Tenets.
Tenets. T-E-N-N-E-T-S. Tenants.
That's incorrect. There's only one N in tenants. So you both get to continue on. So Zach, you're up. Zach, your word is configuration. The botany students learn to identify the plants by the configuration of their leaves. Configuration.
Configuration. C-O-N-F-U-R-A-G-T-I-O-N. Configuration.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is C-O-N-F-I-G-U-R-A-T-I-O-N. Mackenzie. Same thing as last time. If you spell this correctly, you'd have to spell the next word as well. Your word is provocation. Garrett's conversation with his teacher served as a provocation to further thoughts about his essay topic. Provocation.
Can you repeat the word?
The word is provocation.
Provocation. P-R-O-V-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. Provocation.
That's incorrect. It's P-R-O-V-O-C-A-T-I-O-N. Zach, you're up. Zach, your word is pomade. Jeremy liked the sweet fragrance of his favorite pomade, but he did not like the waxy texture in his hair. Pomade.
Can you repeat the word?
The word is pomade, or it also could be pronounced pomade.
Pomade. P-O-M-A-N-E. Pomade.
That's incorrect. It is P-O-M-A-D-E. Mackenzie? Mackenzie, this word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is crevices. As the statue had been outside for centuries, there were crevices in the marble. Crevices.
Can you repeat the word?
The word is crevices.
Crevices. C-R-E-V. Can I start over? Can you repeat the word?
The word is crevices.
Crevicus.
Hang on a second, you didn't say it correctly. Crevices.
Crevices. C-R-E-V-S-I-C-E. Crevicus.
That's incorrect. We'll get there. Zach, your word is seminary. The Pulpits Committee's first choice for pastor is a young person who has just completed training at seminary. Seminary.
Seminary. C-E-M-E-N. Can I start over? Can you repeat the word?
The word is seminary.
Seminary. C-E-M-E-N-I-N-A-R-Y. Seminary.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is S-E-M-I-N-A-R-Y. Mackenzie? Mackenzie, again, your word has a homonym or could be confused. You seem to get all of these. Your word is batten. The crew will batten down the hatches if the waves grow higher. Batten.
Batten. B-A-T-T-E-N. Batten.
That is correct. So Mackenzie, you're going to stay there. If you spell the next word correctly, you will be our champion for the 2nd and 3rd grade division. Mackenzie, your championship word is conifers. Julio loved the conifers most in the winter when they were almost the only green in the landscape. Conifers.
Conifers. C-O-N-A-F-U-R-S. Conifers.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is C-O-N-I-F-E-R-S. All right, Zach, your word is vestments. The minister wore purple and white vestments on Easter Sunday. Vestments.
Vestments. V-E-S-T-M-I-T-T-S. Vestments.
That's incorrect. V-E-S-T-M-E-N-T-S. Mackenzie, you're back up. And Mackenzie, you again have a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is emigrate. Ash's family decided to emigrate to America after a devastating earthquake destroyed their home. Emigrate.
Emigrate. E-M-A-G-R-A-T. Emigrate.
That's incorrect. E-M-I-G-R-A-T-E. All right, Zach, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is deign. During the debate, the candidate said she would not deign to respond to her opponent's ugly claims. Deign.
Dane. D-A-N-E. Dane.
That's incorrect. It is D-E-I-G-N. Mackenzie. Mackenzie, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is lurid. Rebecca's lurid shirt and plaid pants were a hit at the dance. Lurid.
Lure. Can you repeat the word?
The word is lurid.
Lured.
Lurid or lurid.
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 Lurid. L-O-U-R-E-A-D. Lurid.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is L-U-R-I-D. Zach, your word is, we are going to jump ahead in our list, and we are going to move to a different list, which is where they are not any of the words that might have been provided to you to study ahead of time. So the source for these remaining words would be from the Merriam-Webster Unabridged Dictionary. They might sound less difficult, some of them, but you haven't had a chance to study them, okay? All right. Your word is sunken. Tessa and her family snorkeled past a sunken ship on their island vacation. Sunken.
Sunken. S-U-N-K-E-N. Sunken.
That is correct. Mackenzie. Mackenzie, your word is dubbed. Originally in Chinese, the martial arts film had been dubbed into English. Dubbed.
Can you repeat the word?
The word is dubbed.
Dubbed. D-U-B-B-E-D. Dubbed.
Correct. Zach? Your word is prompted. The director prompted Charisse with the next lines of her solo. Prompted.
Prompted. P-R-O-M-P-E-D. Prompted.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is P-R-O-M-P-T-E-D. Mackenzie. Mackenzie, your word is breakneck. Lillian knows that riding her bike at a breakneck pace isn't wise, but she occasionally does it anyway. Breakneck.
Breakneck. B-R-E-A-K-N-E-C-K. Breakneck.
That is correct. So Mackenzie, stay there. You'll get a second word, and if you spell this correctly, you will be our champion. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is blunder. Julio apologized for his blunder in forgetting to bring matches on the camping trip. Blunder.
Blunder. B-L-U-N-D-E-R. Blunder.
Congratulations, Mackenzie. So Zach gets a silver medal for finishing second. Mackenzie, congratulations. If we could have all of our second and third grade spellers return to the front and we'll get some group pictures. Fourth and fifth grade spellers, come over to this corner and I will meet you there. our 4th and 5th grade division of the spelling bee. They had to wait longer than they thought maybe they would, but we are ready and raring to go. So we're going to start. I'll introduce first Rebecca from Faith, if you would stand and stay standing. We have Alicia from Christ, Caleb from Faith, Evie from Messiah, RJ from Trinity, Callie from Trinity, Noah from Faith, Kylie from Christ, Kaylee from Trinity, Kinley from Messiah, Nora from Christ, and Thomas from Messiah. Let's give them a hand. You may have a seat. The rules remain the same. We'll bring you up to the microphone, adjust it. I'll say the word, use it in a sentence, repeat it. You can ask for it to be repeated. You can ask for the definition, the word of origin, or language of origin, any of those things. Capitalization, dashes, hyphens will not count against you. That doesn't have an impact on whether it's correct or not, as long as the letters are correct. We'll ask you to say the word, spell it, and then say it again. If you need to stop in the middle, ask if you can start again. You may change the order of letters or give new letters if you need to do a respell, okay? I think we're ready to begin. Rebecca, you are up first. Rebecca, your word is only. Ross sometimes wishes he wasn't an only child, but then again, he never has to share his dessert. Only.
Only. O-N-L-Y. Only.
Alicia. Alicia, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is feedback. Mr. Zhao provided feedback to each student after their presentation. Feedback.
Feedback. F-E-E-D-B-A-C-K. Feedback.
All right, Caleb. Caleb, your word is swoop. Jess watched the seagulls swoop and chase each other over the waves. Swoop.
Swoop. S-W-O-O-P. Swoop.
Sorry, needed a drink there. All right, Evie, you're up. Evie, your word is bandmates. Margot and her bandmates debuted their new song at the school's talent show. Bandmates.
Bandmates. B-A-N-D-M-A-I-T-S. Bandmates.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is B-A-N-D-M-A-T-E-S. You may have a seat. RJ. RJ, your word is funky. Jagmere's favorite place to get breakfast is a funky little diner on the outskirts of town. Funky.
Funky. F-U-N-K-Y. Funky.
Thanks, RJ. Up next, we have Callie. Callie, your word is blessings. When Devin started counting his blessings and quickly passed 100, he knew he was a very fortunate kid. Blessings.
Blessings. B-L-E-S-S-I-N-G-S. Blessings.
Thanks. Noah. Noah, your word is swept. Last night, Carl swept the kitchen floor and did the dishes before heading to bed. Swept.
Swept. S-W-E-P-T. Swept.
Up next, we have Kylie. Kylie, your word is fasting. In her social studies class, Raina learned that many religions encourage fasting at certain times of the year. Fasting.
Fasting. F-A-S-T-I-N-G. Fasting.
Up next, we have Kaylee. Kaylee, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is another. Ebony's dad said they couldn't get another fish until they had a larger fish tank. Another.
Another. A-N-O-T-H-E-R. Another.
Kinley. Kinley, your word is frantic.
Frantic. F-R-A-N-T-I-C. Frantic.
Thanks, Kinley. Nora. Nora, your word is lousy. Olga worries that her running in tonight's track meet might be lousy because she's been sick all week. Lousy.
Lousy. L-O-U-S-Y. Lousy.
And Thomas. Thomas, your word is minute. Maybelle believes she could have finished all the exam questions if she had had one more minute to work.
Minute. M-I-N-U-T-E. Minute.
Thank you very much. At the end of the first round, we say congratulations and thank you to Evie for all of her hard work. All right, Rebecca, round number 2. Rebecca, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is beetle. Akuba watched as a little brown beetle scuttled across the sidewalk in front of her. Beetle.
Beetle. B-E-E-T-L-E. Beetle.
Alicia. Alicia, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is trout. Tammy caught a trout in the lake and fried it for dinner. Trout.
Trout. T-R-O-U-T. Trout.
Caleb. Caleb, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is chase. Ron watched the squirrels chase each other from tree to tree. Chase.
Chase. C-H-A-S-E. Chase.
RJ. RJ, your word is sifting. Eddie is sifting his Pokemon cards to find all the water types, which are his favorites. Sifting.
Sifting. S-I-F-T-I-N-G. Sifting.
Callie. Callie, your word is everlasting. Due to climate change, the North Pole may no longer be a place of everlasting snow and ice. Everlasting.
Everlasting. E-V-E-R-L-A-S-T-I-N-G. Everlasting.
Noah. Noah, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is saints. When a nice couple stopped to help with our flat tire, Mom thanked them 100 times and called them saints on earth. Saints.
Saints. S-A-I-N-T-S. Saints.
Kylie. Kylie, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is foster. The Listers have a very busy house with 7 children and 2 foster children. Foster.
Foster. Foster. Foster.
Kaylee. Kaylee, your word is spellbound. Ulma was spellbound as her aunt described the trip to Italy. Spellbound.
Spellbound. Spellbound. Spellbound.
Kinley. Kinley, your word is easily. Let me do my sentence. The kitten easily climbed to the top of the tree. Easily.
Easily. Easily.
All right, Nora. Nora, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. It is nimble. Ying's nimble fingers moved quickly up and down the violin as he played the piece. Nimble.
Nimble. N-I-B-L-E. Nimble.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is N-I-M-B-L-E. Thomas? Thomas, your word is snooty. Harry disliked snooty Aunt Marge, but didn't intend to sabotage her visit. Snooty.
Snooty. S-N-O-O-T-Y. Snooty.
As we end that round, we say thank you to Nora. Rebecca, you are up. Starting our next round. Your word is, this word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is embrace. Joaquin could not wait to embrace his wife when she arrived home from her business trip. Embrace.
Embrace. E-M-B-R-A-C-E. Embrace.
Alicia? Your word is innocent. The jury found Cassidy innocent of the charge. Innocent.
Innocent. I-N-N-O-C-E-N-T. Innocent.
Caleb. Caleb, your word is overtly. The player's habit of overtly criticizing the referees ended up getting him a hefty fine from the league. Overtly.
Overtly. O-V-E-R-T-L-Y. Overtly.
RJ. RJ, your word is economy. One sign that an economy is doing well is a low unemployment rate. Economy.
Economy. E-C-O-N-E-M-Y. Economy.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is E-C-O-N-O-M-Y. Callie. Callie, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is peevish. The nurse showed great patience and forbearance toward his peevish patient. Peevish.
Peevish. P-E-E-V-I-S-H. Peevish.
Noah, Your word is door jamb. Henry bumped his elbow against the door jamb while bringing in the laundry. Door jamb.
Door jamb. DOORJAMB. Door jamb.
Kylie, your word is flybys. There have been numerous flybys of Mars, including a dual mission in 1969. Flybys.
Flybys. FLYBYS. Flybys.
Kaylee. Kaylee, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is poppet. Come along, Poppet, said the nanny to her 2-year-old charge. Poppet.
Poppet. Poppet. Poppet.
Kinley. Kinley, your word is bovines. It was easy for Miguel to spot the lone horse in a field full of bovines.
Bovines. BOVINES. Bovines.
And Thomas. Thomas, your word is pistons. Talia identified the moving pieces in the engines as pistons.
Pistons. Pistons. PISTONS. Pistons.
At the end of that round, we say thank you to RJ. Rebecca, you are up. Rebecca, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is serum. Balto was a Siberian husky famous for leading a team of sled dogs that rushed a serum to Nome, Alaska. Serum.
Serum. SERUM. Serum.
Thank you, Rebecca. Alicia. Alicia, your word is ordained. Dusty was ordained as a minister after graduating from the seminary. Ordained.
Ordained. ORDAINED. Ordained.
Caleb. Caleb, your word is defunct. The mechanical adding machine became defunct following the advent of the pocket calculator. Defunct.
Defunct. DEFUNKED. Defunct.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is DEFUNCT. Callie. Callie, your word is retribution. Art felt certain that his fender bender was retribution for all the times he had honked his horn at other drivers. Retribution.
Retribution. RETRIBUTION. Retribution.
Noah, your word is reenactment. A history enthusiast, Carrie desperately wanted to attend a reenactment of the Battle of Gettysburg. Reenactment.
Reenactment. REENACT. MENT. Reenactment.
Up next, we have Kylie. Kylie, your word is pioneered. Yasmin pioneered the use of baggies to keep board game pieces organized. Pioneered.
Pioneered. Pioneered. Pioneered.
Kaylee. Kaylee, your word is subsidence. After the subsidence of the silt Chantel had stirred up in the creek, the water flowed clear again. Subsidence.
Subsidence. Subsidence. Subsidence.
Kinley. Kinley, your word is provocation. Oh, sorry, gave that one earlier. I ended up messing around with some of the words on the first time through. Your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is intubated. The patient had to be intubated to keep his airway open. Intubated.
Intubated. Intubated. Intubated.
Thomas? Thomas, your word is counterfeit. Having paid over $100 for an autographed photo of Justin Bieber, Rhea was indignant to discover it was counterfeit.
Counterfeit. Counterfeit. Counterfeit.
That is incorrect. Counterfeit is Counterfeit. At the end of that round, we say thank you to Thomas and Caleb. Rebecca, you are up. Rebecca, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is inaudible. Due to the high winds on the day of filming, the dialogue in the footage is inaudible. Inaudible.
Inaudible. Inaudible. Inaudible.
Alicia. Alicia, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is urchins. The musical featured a chorus of urchins singing about life on the streets. Urchins.
Urchins. Urchins. Urchins.
Callie. Callie, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is masa. Masa is nutritionally superior to many other corn preparations. Masa.
Masa. Masa. Masa.
Noah. Noah, your word is starboard. The ship's tour guide pointed to the starboard where porpoises began leaping in the water. Starboard.
Wait, starbird?
That is the pronunciation. Starboard.
S-T-A-R. Wait, no, it's starboard. B-O-A-R-D. Starboard.
Kylie. Kylie, your word is maneuverable. After driving her grandfather's ancient car for years, Hannah was thrilled at how maneuverable a new car proved to be. Maneuverable.
Maneuverable. Meaneuverable. Maneuverable.
That is incorrect. Maneuverable is Maneuverable. Kaylee, your word is forsooth. Forsooth, there were those who doubted the king's word, but none would dare to do so openly. Forsooth.
Forsooth. F-O-R-S-O-U-T-H. Forsooth.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is F-O-R-S-O-O-T-H. Kinley, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is chemotherapy. When Ellen was going through chemotherapy, her friends and family worked together to make sure she had lots of support at home. Chemotherapy.
Chemotherapy. C-H-E-M-O-T-H-E-R-A-P-Y. Chemotherapy.
That's the end of the round, sorry. In that round, we say thank you to Kylie and Kaylee. All right, Rebecca. Rebecca, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is blasphemous. Allison considered any criticism to be blasphemous and refused to tolerate it. Blasphemous.
Blasphemous. B-L-A-S-P-H-E-M-O-U-S. Blasphemous.
All right, Alicia. Alicia, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is mullioned. All of the windows of the castle were mullioned into elegant diamond-shaped sections. Mullioned.
Mullioned. M-U-L-L-I-O-N-E-D. Mullioned.
Thank you. We'll wait just a second as we get to the end of our school day and let our students go. Sorry about that. Good job spelling as they were walking out on you. Callie, you are up. Callie, your word is, sorry, I have to see where I'm at because we go every other word. Your word is paratus. Vinny loved it when his grandmother made paratus stuffed with spicy mashed potatoes. Paratus.
Can you repeat the word?
The word is paratus.
Paratus?
It is an unleavened Indian wheat bread that's usually fried on a griddle. Paratus.
Paratus. P-I-R-A-T-I-S. Paratus?
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is P-A-R-A-T-H-A-S. Noah. Noah, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is roulette. Benita spent her entire time on the riverboat playing roulette. Roulette.
Roulette. R-O-U-L-E-T-T-E. Roulette.
That's correct. Kinley. Kinley, your word is tilapia. Some American fish farms have been raising tilapia for stocking in ponds and lakes. Tilapia.
Tilapia. T-I-L-A-P-I-A. Tilapia.
At the end of that round, we say thank you to Callie. Rebecca, we start a new round. Rebecca, your word is sackbuts. Although sackbuts resemble modern trombones, they have narrower bells and produce a different type of sound. Sackbuts.
Sackbuts. S-A-C-K-B-U-T-S. Sackbuts.
Correct. Alicia. Your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is hurdy-gurdy. The hurdy-gurdy has 3 different kinds of strings: the drone strings, the melody strings, and the buzzing bridge. Hurdy-gurdy.
Hurdy-gurdy. Hurdy-gurdy. Hurdy-gurdy.
You even got the hyphen. You didn't have to have it, but you got it. All right, Noah. Noah, your word is undine. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. It is undine. Han's favorite tale is about an undine who gives up her happy life in the ocean in exchange for a human soul. Undine.
Undine. Undine. Undine.
Correct. Kinley. Kinley, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is urid. Urid is high in folate and can be found in many Indian dishes, including dal and dosas. Urid.
Urid. U-R-A-D. Urid.
That is correct. Rebecca. Rebecca, your word is thurible. When a thurible is used in the procession, the odor of incense suffuses the church. Thurible.
Thurible. T-H-U-R-I-B-L-E. Thurible.
Alicia. Alicia, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is nares. Stenotic nares, otherwise known as constricted nostrils, is a condition that occurs mainly in short-nosed dogs. Nares.
Could I please have the definition?
The definition is the openings of the nose or nasal cavity of a vertebrate animal. Nares or nares. It can be pronounced either way.
Nares. N-A-R-I-E-S. Nares.
That's incorrect. The correct spelling is N-A-R-E-S.
Before I say my word, can I go to the bathroom, please?
Go quickly, Noah. I won't make him try and do it, Molly. All right, here we go. Noah, your word has 2 or more correct spellings. So whichever spelling, if you If you spell it either of two ways, it can be correct, okay? Your word is eurythmics. One benefit children often get from eurythmics is the ability to express music in movement. Eurythmics.
Eurythmics. EURHYTHMICS.
That is correct. Kinley. Kinley, your word is caparisoned. Albert loved the way the trees were caparisoned with white after the winter's first snow. There are two pronunciations. One is caparisoned, the other one is caparisoned.
Caparisoned. CAPARISONED. Caparisoned.
That is correct. After that round, we say thank you and congratulations to Alicia. We are down to our top 3 spellers, so the 3 of you will all receive a medal and we will continue on. Rebecca, you are up. Rebecca, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is doppelganger. The person Marshall mistook to be his best friend Barney turned out not... Let me start again. The person Marshall mistook to be his best friend Barney turned out to be a doppelganger. Doppelganger or doppelganger?
Doppelganger. DOPPELGANGER. Doppelganger.
Correct. Noah, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is biryani. Nasa added a dollop of, I don't know this word, raita, and a sprinkling of cashews to her biryani.
Biryani. BIRYANI. Biryani.
That is correct. Kinley. Kinley, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is cirrhosis.
Cirrhosis. CIRRHOSIS. Cirrhosis.
That is correct. We are going to move into a new list of words. These words were not included in the spelling bee list that you might have studied. They come from the Merriam-Webster unabridged list. So Rebecca, we will begin with you. Rebecca, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is notion. The teacher admitted that his notion of Abraham Lincoln's oral delivery came more from movies than historical books. Notion.
Notion. N-O-T-I-O-N. Notion.
Noah, your word is unseemly. Molly thought it was unseemly to begin eating when other people at the table hadn't received their food yet. Unseemly.
Unseemly. UNSEEMLY. Unseemly.
And Kinley. Kinley, your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is imprint. Every evening of his vacation, Noel spent a few minutes thinking over the adventures of the day to imprint them on his memory. Imprint.
Imprint. IMPRINT. Imprint.
Rebecca, your word is enterprising. An enterprising thinker, Adelita was a valuable member of her school's problem-solving team. Enterprising.
Enterprising. ENTERPRISING. Enterprising.
Noah, your word is perspective. The physician tried to consider the proposed treatment from the patient's perspective. Perspective.
Perspective. PERSPECTIVE. Perspective.
And Kinley. Your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Your word is significance. It is the significance of a gift that is important, not how much it cost. Significance.
Significance. SIGNIF. Can I start over?
You may.
SIGNIFCANCE.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is SIGNIFICANCE. That means that you are our third place finisher, Kinley. You may come on over. We have a medal for you. All right, we will then enter into our final round with our final two spellers. Again, depending upon how the round goes, you may spell a word correctly. If the other person misspells, you would have to spell the next word correctly in order to be the champion. Rebecca, you are up first. Rebecca, your word is amenities. The hotel's nightly fee nearly doubled with the addition of amenities such as parking, high-speed internet, and breakfast. Amenities.
Amenities. AMENITIES. Amenities.
Noah. Noah, your word is prevalent. Malaria is still a prevalent disease in tropical areas of the world. Prevalent.
Prevalent. PREVELENT. Prevalence.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is PREVALENT. Rebecca, you are up. If you spell this word correctly, you will be our champion this year. If you misspell it, we go back and we start a new round. Rebecca, your word is diffract. Gretchen often goes into the dining room just to look at how the prismatic pieces of the chandelier diffract the light. Diffract.
Diffract. DEFRACT. Diffract.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is D-I-F-F-R-A-C-T. So that means we start a new round, and Noah, you will now be the first person in the round. Okay? So Noah, you will be first, then Rebecca will spell in the next round. It'll be in the same round, so we just switch the order of our two spellers. Noah, your word is apparent. The skyline became apparent once the fog lifted. Apparent.
Apparent. A-P-P-A-R-E-N-T. Apparent.
That is correct. Rebecca? Rebecca, your word is supplant. Todd claims that he will supplant the current floor supervisor within the next 6 months. Supplant.
Supplant. S-U-P-P-L-A-N-T. Supplant.
That is correct. Next round, Noah, you are up. Noah, your word is solidarity. As president, Anna vowed to bring solidarity to the chess club. Solidarity.
Solidarity. S-O-L-I-D-A-R-I-T-Y. Solidarity.
Correct. Rebecca. Rebecca, your word is militia. Captain Weston's military career began when he entered his country's militia. Militia.
Militia. M-I-L-I-T-I-A. Militia.
That is correct. Noah, your word is intermittent. The weather forecast predicted intermittent rain throughout the day. Intermittent.
Intermittent. I-N-T-E-R-M-I-T-I-T.
That is incorrect. Intermittent is I-N-T-E-R-M-I-T-T-E-N-T. Rebecca, you are up. If you spell this word correctly, you would need to spell one more word in order to be declared the champion. Rebecca, your word is contentious. This word does have a homonym or could be confused with another word. Contentious. The members of the group were so contentious that Mr. Singh doubted any cooperative learning could take place. Contentious.
Contentious. C-O-N-T-E-N-T-I-O-U-S. Contentious.
That is correct. Rebecca, stay there. If you spell this word correctly, you will be our champion. Your word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. The word is preemptive. The ability to launch a preemptive strike against a possible aggressor is a major concern. Preemptive.
Preemptive. P-R-E-E-M-P-T-I-V-E. Preemptive.
We have a champion speller.